Interactant means the party that you communicate. That's all about communication accommodation theory. So people, adjust their communication behavior to environment they are interacting with others. We are, real life, we are not only, interacting only one type of, person or one type of party, one type of group, right? We always, communicate with many different communication type and styles. So we kind of have tendency to adjust our communication style to all different communication style that you are interacting with. Okay, here there's important terms about communication accommodation theory. That is convergence. Okay, if you wanna remember, that's fine. Okay, try to remember it. Convergence and divergence. You already know that, but the key term definition, many people know that what it is, but academically we describe that convergence is simple. People adjust their communication behavior to make themselves similar to the party. Let's say we talked about social identity theory, right? I am just, normal person as individual. I am belong to a group, which is, fandom group, like, okay, I'm a fan of Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay. Okay, once you are a member of, Los Angeles Dodgers supporter, right? Then, as you are individual, when you communicate with Los Angeles Dodgers supporter group, you adjust your communication style. The purpose is you like to present yourself as group identity. So, they use their ideas, they use their, perspectives. So, yeah, that's the convergence. Simply, you just want to become one of them. Okay, that's convergence. So you change your communication behavior. And then divergence means sometimes you want to distinguish from any kind of, people or person, party, group. So you use different kind of language communication skill. So that means, okay, I'm not belong to your group. When you use different, kind of communication skill, that means I am belong to some other group. My identity is different from you. Okay, that's the divergence. Convergence is opposite way. My identity is almost similar as you are. That's convergence. So depends on their identity. Identity factor might be ethnics, cultural background, religion, professional position. It could be anything. So if you want to make yourself similar to their identity, you change your communication behavior to adjust and then become one of their identity. That's conversion. Opposite way is divergence. Simple, right? Whether you are acknowledging or not, we practice those things, right? Yeah. We change many times to adjust, ourselves to become or distinguish ourselves. And then, actually, you don't need to remember over-accommodation or social, cultural factors. We already know that over-accommodation means that happens when individuals to get, to far more adjusting to a certain, to become or to be with some kind of group, to be with a member of the group. Yeah, you adjust, too much yourself. I mean, that means you adjust too much of your communication skill, behavior. That brings sometimes misunderstanding. It is unintended. So there could be, that happens many times in, patronizing. Yeah, that happens when we have excessive attempt to adopt our communication behavior to certain groups' needs and demands. That's the reason. That's why, sometimes we get misunderstood. Is it what you mean? Okay, I love, let's say, I love just Los Angeles Dodgers. But later, you could talk to, differently from the way you say, I love Dodgers. I love Dodgers. Dodgers is the best baseball team, you said, but sometimes you express yourself too much to become one of Los Angeles Dodgers supporters. So sometimes we, express our communication behavior too much. That brings sometimes misunderstanding. Even though you said, "Oh, I love Dodgers baseball team is the best in the world," even though you said that, okay, some, a friend of yours asked you, so, oh yeah, hey, we have some kind of, activity for, fundraising for Los Angeles Dodgers. So one of your friends asked, you wanna come with me? Actual, the fundraising event? Then you say, no, I don't have time. Sometimes you do that, right? That's because you, when you deliver your message about Los Angeles Dodgers, you expressed too much, over emphasis of your message to those of Dodgers fans. that brings sometimes misunderstanding. Okay, here's okay, the way we change our communication behavior, that is depends on the factors. Okay, the main important factor could be ethnicities. Okay, are you Korean? Are you Mexican? Are you black? Are you Japanese? Are you, Chinese? Yeah, that's the factors, ethnic factors, right? So that we are depends on those factors when we change our communication behavior. Okay, also it is another factor, that's age, gender. Okay, let's say gender. Okay, I change my communication behavior when I talk to my male friend, right? Hey man, what's up? How's how's your day going? Something like that. But when I talk to female, I change my communication behavior differently. I'm not saying it is right or good. When I talk to ladies, I become more like polite, in polite manner. Yeah. I don't say, hey, I don't do like this. Yeah. So that's the factor. Like gender factors, we also change depends on the ethnicity, ages, and the social identity. Those things play, many different changes about our communication behavior. Yeah, same story, key concept of a communication accommodation theory. Okay, the theory that same story that I said before. Okay, the communication accommodation theory is not only applying to person. Okay, it could be applied to groups. When you talk to it, when you talk to someone personally, okay, we have many different persons, right? We have many different friends. That's personal relationship. We change our communication behavior depends on their cultural background, their age, their genders, right? Okay, that's personal. Also, communication accommodation theory applies to group of people, like social identity group we talked about many weeks ago. Okay, you change your communication behavior when you communicate with group of certain fan of any professional teams, or group of who support the politicians in democratic, or politicians in republicans. You change your communication behavior with group of people, to group of people. Yeah, that's the same. Simple. The purpose, you change your communication style, the main reason is simple. Okay, I change my communication style. Two reasons. One, simply, I wanna be with you. Yeah, I have same idea as you have. We have same identity. That means I wanna be some kind of similar ideas with someone else or with some group of people. That's similar. That's the one reason. Okay. Another reason is distinguish. We change communication behavior to distinguish ourselves from certain kind of people. So let's say I don't want to make friendship with somebody. Okay. He always graduated, college. He used very, knowledgeable language, words, academic words, right? And then me also, I graduated, I finished college. I have, same, level of knowledge with my, someone else, right? But I don't want to make friendship with him. So this is example. I use many bad words. I was many, aggressive, offensive words purposely because I don't want to be a friend with you. That's the change. Means difference. Yeah. That applies to group of people too. Okay, this is complex story. Okay, this is example how we change our communication behavior. Okay, if somebody is new employee in the company. Okay, his boss has a lot of interest in painting. Right, like he likes Van Gogh's painting. He likes other famous painters' painting. He is a real fan of those paintings. He didn't directly talk to me. Okay, I just overheard, or my co-worker said, "Oh yeah, our boss is a real fan of painting. He has really lot of interest in painting." I just know that. Then when you have chance to talk to your boss, you mention that you have also similar interest in paintings. So you can communicate. You have same, a common ground, right? So that helps build your relationship with your boss a little easier. That's the sample. You change. We do this, right? Many times. Yeah, hey. When I say, for example, when I meet my boss, hey boss, yeah, I heard you like, we're a fan of, Van Gogh's painting. Yeah, me too, I really like the, paintings of Van Gogh, Then we have same interest. Yeah. Also, when I meet another person, I want to make, good relationship with another person. Another person has, real interest in the music, right? Then also I talk to, when I have a chance to talk to him, hey John, you like the classical music, yeah. You like Beethoven's, you like Mozart, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, me too, I like Mozart, symphony or concert, numbers, something like that, right? You can change your communication behavior to become or to separate. Even though, you have a very good interest in the classical music, and then someone else, you know that someone else in your company has also interest in classical music, but you want to distinguish from him. You don't want to make kind of relationship. You don't want to make relationship with him. Even though you have same interest with him, you don't express your interest. Sometimes, you pretend yourself that even though you have interest in classical music, you show your interest is like, yeah, I'm really interested in, automobile, cars. So people, make themselves different from others. So that means we change our communication behavior. Is it okay? You understand? Yes. Yeah. Another communication theory is network individualism. This is not fancy. You already practice. You know that what it is already. You do this every day, but the only difference is you don't know the academic definition. That's it. Okay? So actually you don't memorize. If you wanna memorize, you can memorize it. But simply we do this every day. Okay. This is, let's see. Okay, network individualism. That's, we change, we connected, we make relationships with people with using the digital medias like computer. You can use those things. More detailedly, you can use social media like Facebook, Instagrams. We use every day those things. This theory is about those things, okay? Okay, common setting, online networks. Just know that, just understand this, that's it. We use, many network devices, right? Network medias. Like I said, social media, for example, we use YouTube's, Facebook's, Instagrams. We are actually use those medias, right, actively. That's the that's the fact, truth, fact. That's the reality of our how we communicate with people using networked medias. Okay, people use those medias to show their skills, right? Yeah. Some people do. I see many YouTubers. They do the kind of craft working, like they do many people do this cooking. There are many cooking YouTubers, right? Yeah, that means they like to show their skills, their knowledges about foods. about how they make good foods. That's the skill. Also, another practice that we do is we make personal brand too. Okay. Once you are very, very famous in the YouTube, your name becomes brand, right? Yeah. So you have many, many subscribes, you have many followers about your YouTube. That means your name becomes, brand, like, Samsung, Toyota, Honda, something like that. Okay, here, communication skill. Like I said before, we have many, many different communication skills. So we use every time for the certain purpose, and some kind of different reason, we use different communication skills. That depends on different platforms of network media. Like I said, we use different communication skill with talk, Kakao, chats, and then we use different skills to Zooms. Yeah, that's the reality. Okay, selective communication. That means you use different communication media to deliver your ideas, thoughts, messages more effectively, right? Yeah, we use different kind of media. Okay, for example, when people connected with people like friends, family, we use simple message, we chat, we communicate with text, right? And then professional settings, like we use certain platform that is provided by company like big companies. They have different communication network platforms, right? So yeah, we select which one's better, which one's good communication skill to communicate more better, more effectively. We change those things. Also, this is important issue. Since we are living in digital ages, we communicate, we deliver our messages, many activities, and it is done in, virtual reality, right? We use, credit card online, we shop, Amazon's, right? The important thing is digital identity. Your personal information is also very important to keep it secure, okay? Secure and private. That is very important. Also, keeping your personal information very secure is, important aspect of real world of network, community, right? And then another thing, we curate, we build our identity, our image in a positive way, yeah, in front of public. The persona is like, you know, same as, almost the same as characters. You have, people say, right, you have good character, right? That means you have good personas. So we try to make digital identity. That means impression of yours. Okay, when you chat, when you talk with your friend, or you know, any professionals, any co-workers in your company, you try to build, you try to, you know, make your identity more positive way. Also, another important thing is people always choose what information you want to share, what information you want to keep it secret, keep it private. Yeah. We do this every day, right? If you have close friends, you share, you know, many things with your friend, but online you met someone, right? First, you don't want to share everything about yourself, right? So we choose. We already know that we practice those things every day. And then network personalism, we use network working, like collaboration. We use networks for our works. For example, remote work. Okay. Traditionally, before digital ages, people stay in one place, like, you know, companies, right? They ride bus, they drive, you know, their cars, you know, to be a certain place or office or whatever manufacturers, right? So they go there, they do their job physically in that places. Everybody, you know, every employer, manager, you know, they come in place together, right? They work their parts. That's traditional way of working. But digital ages, remote work is very common right now. It becomes more widespread. For example, if you know that, hospital settings, let's say, there are many different departments in hospital, right? One of them is that I want to make example is radiology department. They do X-rays, right, to the patient. So there are technicians. They only take picture of inside of our body. Then that picture should be interpreted, examined by doctors, right? When doctors see that, you know, X-ray picture, oh yeah, his, leg bone is broken or, fractured. So he can, diagnose, using that pictures, right? Traditionally, older doctors, radiology doctors, stayed in the hospital. when technician take the picture, he deliver picture to the radiologist, doctor in another office, right? And then he see the picture, he diagnosed the disease, and that's traditional. We call now some radiologists, they are not practice in the same building. Some radiologists even stay in other country. What they do is they stay home. All day what they do is just see the picture of X-ray or MRI or CAT scans. They only see the pictures. Picture was sent from technician in the US, and the doctor stays in South America. He's taking vacation, right? Then he receives the picture, he diagnoses. That's it nowadays. That's called remote work collaborations. Okay. Also, I run online K-12 school myself. I have many students in different countries. Some are students in Nepal, India, Cambodia, Africa, even Japan. I have students. They learn English, right? Also, teacher are located in many different countries. I have a teacher in India. I have teacher in Korea. I have teacher in US. That means with help of network environment, they work together. That's the collaboration. Yeah, we do this every day, right? Yeah. And then also there are some. This is not actually. I don't want to call it theory. That is just phenomenon. That's the reality of our real network society, right? So there are, when you surf, when you Google, when you have questions about certain things, then you Google, right? To get the answer. There are many good supporting groups. They give you an answer, right? Yeah. So we do this every day. Yeah. It could be, health-related discussion, parenting advice. I have newborn children, but I don't have anyone to ask about raising children, right? So you Google it. Yeah. Then there are many different, supporting groups that gives you answer about parenting, right? And then, professional guidance. Okay. Let's see. I do computer video editing. I do website design myself. Okay. I do coding. I do let's see what else. Yeah, I do many stuff related computer environment. Okay. I also do I practice online broadcasting settings. I control cameras. I broadcasting those images in real time. I I mean, actually, that's a virtual church. I do this practice almost every week. Okay, the knowledge, the skills that I use, those equipment or design websites or video editings, I learned everything from YouTube. There are many good learning resources in the YouTube. Even codings, basic codings. Anyone who only knows turn the computer on and off, they can start learning codings. There are many good, supporters, and then there are many good, easy way that you can understand. They explain really, good, easy way that you can understand. So, there are many supporting groups. Okay, when you have questions, they give you answers. Yeah. Okay, we do this every day, online, network, as individuals. We do share informations with others. You share your knowledge with someone else. Online environment, online society. We also, like I said, online learning. There are many good resources that you can learn. Okay. Also, one day you asked me about PowerPoint, right? If you go to Microsoft, they provide you certificate about MS Office. They have course that's free. Okay, you finish the course that Microsoft provide, then you take the test, you pass, then they give you professional certificate for MS Office. There are many good ways, easy ways. Some even famous colleges like Stanford, Harvard, they offer you free certification. You don't actually need to admit it to that college. Yeah, I just stopped Stanford AI course. That's free admission. You don't need to pay. Everybody's welcome. I take the course, finish, then actually if you want to get a certificate, you just pay just a little amount of money. Then they give you certificate. Learning is free. Stanford, Harvard. Okay, so this is my experience. Once you have any question, or once you have some kind of wishes, you have some kind of desire to become, to know anything, just Google it. Okay, when you Google, there are many, tons of trash information too. Okay, when you do Google more, you kind of build your skill. Which one's good information? Which one's bad information? When you do more, one day, someday, you're gonna have, skill to distinguish which one's trash information, which one's good information. So you pick good information. They have, really good, helpful resources. They give you answer. Anything. Okay, social, next. Okay, next theory is social information processing theory. Okay. You never heard of that's the name of that theory, right? But like I said earlier, you already know. You practice this in your real time, in real life, real setting, at your work, at home, any kind of relationships, even social relationship, you do practice these things. They just, Dr. Joseph Walter, he just, defined. That's not a new, okay? He predicted 1990s, but now we practice those things in real life. Okay, simple. Okay, this theory emphasizes about relationship which is applied in digital world. You make friendship with Facebook, right? You have many Facebook friends, right? That's what this guy talk about. Okay. He predicted 1990s, but we do this every day of our life today. Okay, Q's filter out. Okay, Q means just okay. There are two different meanings. Q means when you filming director give you a sign, right? Q, an action, right? That's another Q. Q means also that is action. Q means action. Okay. Actually, behavior. I mean, not a behavior. It is actually a body language, eye contacts, hand signs. Those things we call Q. Facial expression, gesture, voice, tone of voice, low voice, high voice, louder voice, quiet voice. That's we call Q in sociology study. Okay. So in digital environment, we filter out those cues because we don't communicate face-to-face communicate, right? We only, in digital world, we only communicate with someone else via Facebook. So actually I don't see, how beautiful that lady is, how handsome that man is. I don't see it, right? I only see the picture, but picture was, Photoshop, right? So, yeah, the action, gesture is not affecting in the real digital world. Analog world, face-to-face communication, I see your face right in front of me. So digital means filter out means eliminate. Cues eliminate. Okay? Extended time means for what? Okay, when I was college student, there are some friends, but not close friends, right? We went go together, like uh, you know some trips. We hike the mountain together. On the mountain top, we have we set the tent, and then we stay overnight, and then we have lot of alcohol. Yeah, that just some hours of that time we spend together with alcohols and any meaningless jokes. Since we spend that time, we become a little more close friendship that we make, right? You guys have those kind of experience. But in digital world, it takes more time to make relationships. Okay, someone that you don't know chat to you. Hey Jenny, then you have that kind of suspicious mind, right? Oh, who is that person? Why that man say hi to me? Because you don't know. You just know the name in used internet, right? That's not his real identity. So that's the difference. It takes time to know someone else much better, and then make relationship. That's extended time. Or sometimes it is kind of sometimes it helps when you recognize someone as beautiful or handsome. You only know the just social ID. Okay, my name is Nam Kim, but in virtual world, digital world, I use different name, right? And then I don't show my face because I'm not handsome. Okay? Then it takes time to build relationship with someone else. But once the relationship is built, it can go more far, more close, more connected relationship than face-to-face relationship. Because I show myself, I express my idea only with text. Text shows I really care someone else. And then I also received, he really liked my messages. So sometimes in digital world, sometimes it is really, really good, deeper connection, deeper relationship than real world. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if you guys know that in Korea there are some internet marriage fraud. Okay, random ladies, they receive text from really, really handsome guy. Okay, he has a really, really a lot of money. Then his message, he just, what he's saying was, yeah, someday I surfed the internet, I just found your ID, then I look up your, Facebook, and then, oh, you're really beautiful, you are my type, Then the guy replied. Then, relationship is, created. Then only, message, text, and then, handsome guy's picture. Yeah, she has a strong, emotional, and the feelings of, real close to that guys. But eventually that guy is fraud. Okay, honey, next month I visit Korea. Okay, I don't know anyone in Korea. Okay, I wanna stay in the hotel. Can you just borrow me some money? Yeah, that's because only what fake information or false information, even with those information, relationship could be real close that you can make. So most girls, the girl says, yeah, I want to marry him. Yeah, that's so the girls, they give monies, they do, whatever they can do for that man. That's this hyper personal model. Okay, intimate, close, man and woman relationship. Idealized. Okay, I found real idol, the man that I dreamed. You can make true relationship, okay? But most of time, that could be fake. So be careful not to, not to be too much intimated. Okay, too much, to ideal settings. See, that's the word. Record nonverbal cues. Actually, you just show your picture, handsome picture, that's it. You just show, your facial expression online, right? You just show your cues, emotions, body language. Without that, you only deliver your message with good face, text, loving text. So you could have kind of perception, wrong. That's not. I don't mean that is wrong. Okay, in positive way, you could have good ideal perceptions, but sometimes that result bad outcomes. Okay, communication overloaded. Yeah, we know that. There are too much informations on the internet. Okay, the problems right now we have sometimes there are too much information. Some informations are really trash, but if that fades, their face, like their information is really good, right? Sometimes that comes with hacking tools, right? When you click certain page of website, that's still your information in your computer. Yeah. They do bad things. Yeah, that's a bad aspect of too much information. So you have to kind of have you have to have skill. You have to have ability to distinguish which one's good, which one's right. Okay, you have you need to have a strategy. Copying means not a copy and paste. Here, copying means the deal. You have to deal with some kind of strategy. You have to have a strategy. Okay. Sometimes you need to decide, you need to make decision. Okay. I never use game site, something like that, right? That's the strategy. When you're really, into it, game sites, you spend too much time, you spend too much money. Sometimes people suffer from those things. Yeah. So you kind of have a strategy. When you serve, when you're connected with people, you have to have strategy. Somebody don't show their real name when you chat. They don't show their real name. They always use fake ID. So I don't wanna make connection. Okay, right here, yes, you can see reduced Q theory. Same as Q filter of theory. That's the same. Okay. So when you communicate in digital world, CMC means I didn't explain. CMC means